up here.
Welcome to Freedom Watch Afghanistan. I'm Corporal Kimberly Crawford. After working long hours, it can be hard to find the motivation to hit the gym. Air Force Staff Sergeant Jeff Saint-Sever shows us how Star Power provided that motivation for service members stationed at Bagram Airfield.
This may look like your typical aerobics, but it has one big difference. Billy Blanks.
And it's just an honor to have a man like him here with the soldiers and airmen and civilians that's serving their country.
Even though the movements of the workout can be difficult to perform, the reason for the visit is simple.
I love the troops. I love what the troops do for our country and for the world. And if I can come support the troops and encourage them, tell them to keep their head up and keep doing what they're doing, it's basically why I'm here, is to show my love and tell them thank you for what they do for our country.
With the high tempo, various moves, and very little time to rest, service members were put to the test.
Well, I thought the troops did a really good job. They held up really well.
This workout was great. I am so happy he came here to Afghanistan.
Even though sore muscles will go away with time, Billy Blanks' visit will stay with service members for a lifetime. Air Force Staff Sergeant Jeff Saint-Sever. Bagram Airfield, Afghanistan.
Coming up, service members at Bagram celebrates a piece of American history. But first, here's a look at your photos from the field.
Local male villagers gathered to be briefed on what to expect when supplies are distributed to them during a humanitarian aid mission led by the Afghan National Army in Kandahar, Afghanistan. The Afghan children show their appreciation for the toys and supplies they received during the mission.
Americans have recognized Black history every year since 1926. It was just a week at first, and now a month is dedicated to recognize achievements of African Americans. Service members at Bagram Airfield took the time to reflect on those achievements at a luncheon. A jazz band and food set the scene, but Colonel Ron Lewis's speech set the mood.
I love the quote from General Colin Powell that says, "A dream doesn't become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work." So if you're seeking a change, if it's truly a time for change, like the President says, we need to look around and see that the windows of opportunity are there. No ceilings, no caps. Thank those that blazed the trail for us, and let's get after it. Let's have a great 2009 in this place, making the change in Afghanistan. To no sanctuary, and to a place where parents can expect their children to do just a little bit better than they did.
The celebration of Black History Month and the study of Black history is credited to Dr. Carter G. Woodson. He chose the second week of February for a commemorative week because it marks the birthdays of two men who greatly influenced the lives of African Americans. The most prominent African American speaker, journalist, and anti-slavery leader of the 19th century, Frederick Douglass, and author of the Emancipation Proclamation, President Abraham Lincoln. That's it for this edition of Freedom Watch Afghanistan. I'm Corporal Kimberly Crawford. We leave you now with service member reflections on African American history.
If we look back and we look back at it historically, where we were at and how far we've come, that just speaks volumes to us as a nation.
Sometimes seeing some of the struggles that our ancestors and people that have come before us have gone through, it's a humbling experience, and it's a good time of the year for everyone to really sit up and take notice.
I think it's a great achievement to be able to have 1 month out of the year to look back on what we've done and where we've come.
It's good because when they have Black History Month, they bring in the history, and it allows our children to understand exactly what they went through and the trials that they went through.
A Black president is a great moment in history, but not just for Black people, for anybody. It shows that anybody of any culture, any race, can do what they want if they just put their mind to it.